I still remember the night. I mean, why wouldn't I? How can anyone forget that chilling fear slithering down your spine, the cold gaze of death, and a blinding light of freedom? My name is Mike. Well, short for Michael. I spent my childhood with my grandparents as a very timid and coward boy. But can you blame me? Especially after I witnessed my father go full on The Shining on my mother. It was the 31st of August, 1857. I was in my mid-20s, working the night shift in a local shipyard. As most of you have already realized, it was the night of the Halloween. Now, being a coward as I was, I never really liked the festival. My grandfather used to tell me Halloween was never a festival for humans. A boy who was at times scared to even look in the mirror, afraid to see something that shouldn't be there, used to get amused and frightened at the same time. Since it was a holiday, and me being the only worker with no kids at home, was forced to work overtime. Generally, I never had any issues with working overtime. Hell, I was always glad to do so. Because, more work means more pay. After finishing the work, I set out for home. The usual empty street felt even more deserted due to the festivities. I entered my locality. Light from the lanterns and hustling kids in monster disguises filled the street with comfort and delight. But something in my gut started screaming out to me, "Run!" The famous spider sense started tingling before spider sense was even a thing. We used to put lanterns on the doorway, celebrate the night. But after I grew up, I decided that saving money was better than spending them on stupid pumpkins and candles. But as I walked up the stairs, something even darker than the shadows of the night seemed to welcome me. As I went for the doorknob, the old wooden door creaked open, grating the floor and my thumping heart. Fearing my old friend's safety, I somehow overpowered the feeling of impending doom as I rushed to their room. Suddenly, a blow to the back of my head, and a sharp and intolerable pain paralyzed my body. As I crumpled on the ground, the words of my grandfather came crawling back to me. Halloween is not a festival for the humans. It never was. For humans, it was a way to escape the monsters that came out on the night of the Halloween. Candles to light up the houses, masks and dresses to disguise. Lying face down, I could feel a warm yet wet sensation sweeping down my shoulder. The pain had long gone, leaving pure nothingness. The view of my dead and bloody grandparents started fading away as a voice came rushing down from a distant past. "Mike, do you know how the monsters multiply?" "Through their bites. If they happen to bite someone who has a monster lying deep within them, the infection brings it out, thus multiplying their numbers." The next moment, I was standing straight, looking at my dead grandmother and remembering her sobbing to my grandfather. "Why did you bring him here? That's not a child. It's a monster. After what he did, you should have left him there." I realized the thing I was afraid of my entire life was me. Rather, accepting who I truly was. I was scared to look into the mirror, not afraid to see what was behind me, but what stared back at me. I was not afraid of the monster in the closet, but the monster who sat still as his father butchered his mother in front of him, all the while enjoying the scene with a smile on his face.